Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Achievement Crafter. My name is Pizza Eater Brandon, and for the fourth time, I am going to be your host. As you can see in the title of this episode, there's a little bit of a special one today. It's our first AMA episode, or Ask Me Anything. Last episode, I asked you guys to go ahead and shoot me questions of what you would like me to answer, and not a lot of very in-depth questions, more just like random ones you guys were thinking of, and I thought that was cool. So this episode, as you can see in the background, I'm actually strip mining, as I will always do for my AMA Real Talks. Just gives you guys something a little bit to hear while you see me go for resources anyways. But I pre-recorded this for about an hour's footage, I would say. So this commentary actually is not live, and the reason that is because I tried recording about 10 minutes of this episode on live footage, and I couldn't do it. For the reason being that I wanted to have 100% concentration when I was answering the questions, and it was very scattered because I was always looking back and forth through my inventory and pausing and stuff. It just wasn't very entertaining for those that just want to hear some questions. But either way, so I'm doing a live commentary over some background footage, as you guys can see there. But either way, so basically I just picked out a ton of comments that you guys, or ton of questions rather, that you all posted in the last episode, and I'm going to go ahead and answer those. Now, before I do real quickly, leave a challenge for next episode. You'll actually see in here I find a skeleton spawner not very far off in a mine shaft. A little bit of a spoiler alert, I suppose. But next episode I am actually going to be working with that spawner because I really need to get an XP grinder going so we can get a lot of experience and good enchants. But either way, leave me some challenges in the comments for next episode on what we'll be doing around that. So that will most likely what we'll be doing next episode. We won't be doing another AMA until I need to go caving again, so don't leave me any questions in the comments. Won't really be very much useful. So, that was in English. Anyways, on to the questions. So, the first questions, of the first couple questions rather, are just kind of basic ones. First one is, how are you today? I'm doing good myself, thank you for asking. Very tired, actually. At least I think I'm tired. I went to sleep at 5 a.m. I believe it was, and woke up around 10 a.m. So I've only gotten about 5 hours of sleep and probably was up a lot later than I should have been last night. But either way, how old are you and where do you live? I'm 16, for those that choose to believe that. Yeah, I know some of you may not. And I live in Southern California, around the Los Angeles area. I'm not going to get more in depth than that, you stalkers out there. What is your last name? Speaking of stalkers, I'm not going to release my last name. Brandon and or Pete are the only names you're going to know me by, or any other nicknames you'd like to know me, but I'm not going to be releasing my last name, so go ahead and try and figure it out. Doubt you can. Next one is, what is your name on YouTube, brother? Why is it Pizza Hut? Now this is a question I get asked a lot, so I'll address it here. The reason my name's Pizza Hut on YouTube is because my brother and I, Brian, a few years ago, we used to go to Pizza Hut, the restaurant, Pizza Hut. We used to go there quite a lot, and whenever we would go there, we would always make fun of the name because it sounded like my brother's friend, Pete or Peter. I can't actually remember which one was his name. My bad. I've been telling his story for so long, I actually forgot. So that was the whole thing there. And then a couple days later, I needed to make an Xbox Live account, and the name came up as Pizza Hut because I, took the reference to the joke. But the funny thing was, it actually had spaces like a proper name. So Pete space Hut. That was my Xbox Live gamer tag, and actually currently is. If you want to add me, I haven't touched that thing in a year. I don't even know if my friends list is full or not. Maybe it is. I don't know. So then, because I needed a name for Minecraft and YouTube, I had to put it all together into the one word name that we all know and love too. So there you go. Next question is computer specifications. Now, bear in mind with me, these questions are very scattered, so if you're looking for something specific, it's not very organized this episode. It's just kind of like a long list. My computer specifications, I don't have the full right now. If you want to see my full specifications, they'll be in a video titled, I believe I'm back. It's like, I posted it 2 or 3 months ago when I got my computer. It's a face cam video. But a brief rundown is, my processor is an i7 4770K, unlocked, not overclocked right now at least. My graphics card is a GTX 770. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM. My hardware situation is this is a big one. I have a 256 gigabyte SSD that houses like my computer, like my processors and everything on there, processing stuff. I have a 2 terabyte hard drive that I use for recording and things of that nature, and I also have my latest edition of my computer, a 960 gigabyte, not terabyte, I was about to say, SSD as well. That's used for Steam games, recording as well, just other random things that I didn't want to use the hard drive for. So, that's basically it. I use 2 monitors. There's quite a few other specifications, like an 800 watt power supply in there. Believe those are like Be Quiet air coolers and stuff like that, like a CPU cooler. I don't have many other specifications than that. But aside from that, that's my computer. Costing me around $2,300, and now with the additions I put in there, probably somewhere around $3K. Next question is, what advice do you have for smaller YouTubers trying to grow? One of the most common questions I get, and I actually addressed this in the first episode of a series that I never continued because I didn't have time, called AMA Real Talk. If you search on my channel, because I'm not going to explain it here, it's way too in-depth when I've already answered it before. If you want to go ahead and search up that, it'll tell you everything you need to know if you're a starting YouTuber and what I personally recommend you do to, get through the ranks of YouTube, you could say, and have fun with it. What your motive should be and all that. So search up AMA Real Talk episode 1, and it should come up. Hopefully it does. Next one is, do you have any pets, and if so, what are they and what are their names? I actually do have one pet currently. His name is Baxter. He is an 8-year-old beagle. He's a fat little lovable dog, and I love him. But that is really my only pet right now. Used to have another dog by the name of Katie, but she ran away when I was 11. Not when I was 11, when she was 11, and I was much, much younger. I want to say like when I was 7, 6 or something like that. But she actually wound up in a neighbor's house around where we live, and they took care of her. I'm not really sure if she's still with them, or she is in doggy heaven licking all the crates and bones that she needs. But, either way, that's what happened with my little pet scenario. Still working on trying to get a cat. Anyways, next question is, what do you do when you are not playing Minecraft? Now, this is a hard one because I play Minecraft a lot, both for YouTube and just relaxing and for streaming and stuff like that, and for working as well. So there's a lot of Minecraft in with my life. It's actually sort of cool in a way, and also a little bit bad for my eyes, you could say, in another way, but I don't care. Few things I do when I'm not playing Minecraft is relax around the house to music. I don't watch TV or anything like that, so the computer is pretty much the only electronic I have besides my phone. I like playing the drums quite often. I like going for walks, just going to random places around my neighborhood. I don't really go out much, to be honest. Like, I don't go to, like, malls and parties and stuff like that. I'm more just a, kick back, relax, stay at home kind of guy. And, I'm happy with that. I am. I like my life. So, just small little hobbies I do around the house, I guess you could say, is just, either work on the computer, like Nexus work and stuff. I don't really consider that Minecraft in a sense. Kick back to some music, just relax, really. I don't know. There's not a lot of stuff that I do. I'm just kind of a relaxed person, which I like. Alright, next question is, who is your best friend? Now, this is actually a funny question. My best friend would actually have to be my girlfriend. And my girlfriend is Kara, or Princessly, for those that don't know. And I'm sure the first reaction some of you guys are going to get is, that doesn't work. Actually, in my opinion, it does. You can be in a relationship with your best friend, and personally, I believe Kara is my best friend. I talk to her more than I do anybody else. I go to her first about everything, even if it's not related to, relationship stuff or just things like that. She's my best friend, and I'm hers as well, so she would be my best friend. There you go. Next question. Do you get money for recording vids? Not recording vids, but I do get money when I post videos. I'm a partner on YouTube. The majority of YouTubers around my size, at least I hope, would be partners. And the way it works is, as you hopefully could see, there was an advertisement before this video started. That's called monetizing videos. When I post a video, because I'm a partner, I can choose an ad to run at the beginning of the video. I can't choose a specific ad. And then I will get revenue for the revenue that advertisement drives in through my network. So it's like a CPM sort of thing, and also a revenue share in a sense. So you get a certain amount of money per 1,000 views, or you get a certain amount of money per monetized views. It's that weird thing like that. It's a bit difficult to go into, but yes, I do get money for posting videos. The amount, I'll say it like this. The amount right now is enough to call this a job for my age. For my age. Not like I can go retire at 25, but it pays off to save. So, I mean, that's good. Next question. Why did you start making videos? This is actually one I get quite often too. I actually got inspired to make videos from ASF, and hopefully the majority of you guys watching this know what ASF is. And if you don't, youtube.com/awesomesaucefilms. This was actually Matt, Mitch, Jerome, and Zach's channel before they split off to their side channels, and that are now their main channels and don't do ASF anymore. I actually got inspired to do videos by them because I looked up to them, in a YouTube sense at least. Oh, if I looked up to them in real life, I don't know where I'd be. I don't mean anything by that, just a lot of slurping. Either way, so they inspired me to do YouTube because I actually saw Minecraft first off by them, which is cool. They got me into Minecraft, and then I guess I'll give the full rundown here. The way I met the crew and started doing YouTube, here's my YouTube backstory. 2 years ago, or just around 2 years ago, January 3rd, they released a server. A private server of theirs called the BYD server. Now, January 3rd, they held a live stream for the, kickoff of the server. And this server was a private whitelisted server. Now, the thing is, though, during the live stream, it was open to the public, so anybody could join, but if you wanted to get back in, you had to buy a whitelist slot. Pretty simple. Now, it was a 120-player slot when the live stream started. The first time that they actually opened it up, I didn't get into the server, but the second time they opened it up, here's the funny thing. I didn't get into the server the first time they opened it, and I couldn't get back in because nobody left. It's like, you didn't get in the first time, you're done. You're screwed, you're not getting on that server. They actually had to shut it down because they needed to work on maintenance for something real quick. Then they reopened it, and I got in the second time. Now, after that happened, I got in the server, and it was a survival townie server, mind you. I got in the server and was immediately like, you know, I think I'm going to go off and build a house. I'm not going to stand there like punching Matt or Mitch in the face. Just be like, yeah, I'm here. What's up, man? Notice me. So I went off and built a house. And then Matt actually came over to my house because I was the first person that, or one of the first people that built a house. And he was like, dude, this guy's house is awesome. And then I started talking to Christian on there as well as Jerome later on. We kind of clicked on the server and became decent friends on there. And then, I sort of became well known in the server, I guess you could say. So everybody was like, dude, you should start a YouTube channel. And I was like, really? I should? So I did. And I actually had 100 subs, the majority from that server, before I even made a single video. So that was kind of cool. And I just, went from there, recorded quite a few videos with the ASF crew. I'm going to call them that for this reference at least. And, just grew from there, and now I'm here. You want to know something crazy? This is actually something that I addressed in the live stream that I did last night. I just want to point this out, that server, being friends with them, and everybody, just like that whole thing, pushed me to do YouTube. If I didn't get in that server right at that moment to get recognized at the moment that I did, because I guarantee you, I don't think it would have happened again. I probably wouldn't have bought whitelist. I'm not sure. If I didn't get, into that server at that exact same time, I don't think I'd be doing YouTube right now, because I don't know if it would have ever interested me to the point where I would do it for a long time. And if I did, chances are you would not know who I am, and I would probably be talking to about 100 people right now at max. So that's crazy. Life is crazy. So there you go. That's my YouTube backstory of how I got here. I've been doing YouTube for nearly 2 years now, so they're a few months off of 2 years. Either way, that's my story. Another question comes to me about me and my girlfriend again, or my girlfriend and I. How long do you and your girlfriend know each other, and how did you meet? Well, my girlfriend and I have actually known each other for very, very close to 6 months now, so half of a year, and we've been together for 5.5 of those 6 months that we've known each other. You kind of get the point. We actually met through a friend of mine by the name of Allie or Libby, and also Michelle. They were hosting a battle dome, and I was kind of bored, so Allie was like, hey, would you like to join? And then she got Michelle to message me over Twitter. So I was like, what's the harm in it? So I joined the call, we played some Battle Dome, and in there was Kara and a few other people, and we kind of just became friends from there. A few days later, started texting. Within a couple weeks, we got together, which was sort of not really a big deal, since it was kind of a very gradual, I guess you could say, start to the relationship. So we've known each other for 6 months, and been together for 5.5 of those months, and in just about 3 or 4 days, I will be going to see her in Washington State, up there, since I live in California. And yeah, that's the story of how long we've known each other and how we met. Next question is, do you look up to any YouTubers? I would have to say no. I don't really look up to any YouTubers, although I do have quite, an amount of respect for several YouTubers. I would say the most respectful people that I have when it comes to YouTube, at least in the gaming industry, is the Minecraft team, because I love their commentary style. I love the way they do videos, and I guess if you want to say look up in a YouTube perspective, I will say the Minecraft guys. People like BOO and Good and Vintage Beef. I like their commentary style a lot, and personally, that's sort of a direction I would like to go with my channel, even though I'm not too sure. But that's, I guess you could say in a YouTube sense, who I look up to for videos making, at least. Next one. What is your dream job and or dream car? If you answer this, thank you. Well, you're welcome. My dream job would probably be something like vocals, like communication, radio, or stuff like that. Granted, if YouTube can even become a full-time job, I would love to do this. But I would like to, be able to entertain, do something with my voice, get some speech training going on. Either that, or to another degree, this is a weird one, but I've always wanted to open my own bakery. So, I would preference vocal working first, before doing the bakery. But if that fails, then hey, I can run my own bakery, and you guys can come in and buy stuff from me. I love baking food, so that's a little thing about me. Desserts and stuff like that has always been a fun time for me. So there you go. And my dream car, personally, I'm not into like Lamborghinis or Ferraris or any like that. I just contradicted myself. Actually, my dream car would probably have to be a Ferrari California. That I'm not a big fan of like any other big sports fast cars, but the Ferrari California, that is a sexy car. I love that thing to death, and if I ever got to drove in that at least once, either that or a Rolls Royce, I'm sorry, that's my life complete right there. So there you go on that. Next question. Will you ever play music during your videos? I personally can't because of YouTube copyright. I can't play any music that I would like to in my videos. When it comes to actual music, like, I know quite a few YouTubers do dubstep in the background of their videos. Personally, I don't like that at all. I feel if you have, like, music going on in the back of your videos, or dubstep at least, it's not easy to relax to, and it's hard to get into a mood to watch those kind of videos, in my personal opinion. So, I'll stick with just, the intro and outro little snippet of Approaching Nirvana 305 that I have. But aside from that, no, I can't do music in my videos due to copyright. Speaking of music, besides the Wonder Years, what's one of your favorite bands and or artists? A couple of my favorite bands, or at least I'll just say my favorite band, is Thrice. I've been a fan of them for a couple years now, and with that said, my favorite artist is definitely Dustin Kensrue. He was the lead singer for Thrice before the band split, and he also goes off and does his own acoustic work, which I respect him greatly for. Fantastic band. I would definitely recommend you go check him out. As for other music, I love Muse, The Wonder Years, as stated in the comment. Rise Against, Evanescence, Linkin Park, Coldplay, 30 Seconds to Mars, bands like that. So there you go. What is one place in the world you would most want to visit? Italy. I don't have much more to say than that. I want to go to Italy very, very badly. There you go. What do you enjoy most about playing Minecraft / making YouTube videos? I would probably have to say either just the fact, probably the feedback, in all honesty. It's a lot of the reason that I like live streaming is just getting to see the comments and all the support you guys are giving and seeing that you're loving it, and just the fact that I can do it and you guys are happy that I'm posting videos. It's awesome. I love recording, but I'm glad you guys can enjoy this kind of stuff. It's really cool to be able to appeal to a, decently vast audience, I could say, or large, not vast, both. But I would definitely have to say the feedback on the videos is one of the things that I love about making them. What's your favorite food? Anything Italian. Anything Italian. Pasta, even pizza. I love Italian food to death. Sauce and just all that kind of stuff. It's beautiful to me. What is the reaction in your school that you get for being a YouTuber? Now, actually, this is the funny thing. At the current school that I'm at, it's a very small school. I won't say which one, but not very many people know I do YouTube there. But the school I was at previously, I actually got some pretty cool responses for being a YouTuber. It's funny. I was introduced to a couple people that knew who I was, and we started talking about some stuff. It was pretty cool. It's actually sort of interesting. Here's a backstory. When I first started YouTube at my school that I used to go to before the other school, 2 schools ago, I guess you could say, when I first started YouTube and I had around 300 subs or something like that, if people heard that I did YouTube, it was kind of like they would laugh and be like, "That's weird, dude. Like, really? That's really nerdy." And I would be like, "Yeah, just leave me alone." But the funny thing is I actually met up with those same people about 6 months ago. Granted, I don't talk to them because I transferred schools and they weren't really too close of friends, I guess you could say, to keep in touch with them. But I actually went back and talked to them 6 months ago, and that was back when I had about 35,000 subs, not 300. And now that people knew that I did that, it was kind of like, wow, dude, that's awesome. It's really cool, That's sweet that you're famous and stuff like that. I don't think I'm famous. I just think I'm well known. But it's interesting how if it's actually something, they'll think differently. If it's not, then they're kind of going to be like, what is this? But either way, the reaction I get is actually cool. Everybody I've talked to, for the majority, supports me, including my parents, so that's awesome. So, yeah. It's actually sort of interesting. The next question is, are your parents happy with the way you spend your life sitting in front of a computer making the moolah? LOL. It's actually pretty cool. My parents do support the work that I do. They greatly enjoy the fact that I'm able to do my hobby, playing Minecraft or playing video games or whatever it may be, and actually bringing in income from it. So that's really cool. They just love that. They love the YouTube thing itself. They don't really care about the fact that I'm making money. I mean, that's obviously a plus to them, knowing that their 16-year-old son has a job, which I'm glad I do. I really am. I don't have to go out somewhere like Del Taco and get a job, which I'll respect for people who do. I'm just saying, personally, I don't want to have to drive. I would like doing a job that's at home, so I can just do it whenever I need to. But either way, my parents definitely support me for the whole YouTube thing, the job aspect of it, and just for the fact that I'm happy. So, yeah, they do, greatly. And I'm very blessed to be able to say that. Do you play sports, and if so, what? I actually do not play many sports. The only sport that I currently play is basketball, and that's just recreation. And street hockey, I guess you could say. I'm not very athletic, as I'm sure you could assume. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I'm not a very athletic guy. I don't really take a lot of liking to sports. And it's also for the fact that I can't really do many sports because I have mild asthma, and that gets to me pretty heavily. So, yeah. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Nothing. I don't like them. If you had $1 million, what would you do with it? I'm talking yourself. Pretend charities don't exist. Thanks. I would personally put it away. I would take out a bit of money to buy myself a car, but then I would put it away for later years to spend on a house, support for my wife at that time, and family if that was applicable. Hopefully it will be. But I would put away, if I needed a few things, I'd take it out for just, miscellaneous things like moving into my first house or stuff like that, as I just sort of stated. But either way, I would put it away. Nothing exciting, but I'm being smart about it. What is your best experience with your fans, if there has been any? Minecon. Definitely Minecon. It was the first place where I actually got to go and meet and greet several people that knew who I was, and it was awesome to meet those people. And if you're watching this and I met you, it was fun meeting you. I am honestly serious. Thank you. Thank you for coming over and talking to me. It was great. I love Minecon, all of it really, and that would probably be my best experience with with fans rather. Next one. Hey Pizza Hut, my question is, how many more videos of Interactive Achievement Crafter are you going to make? As many as possible, really, until I get bored with the series, and at that I will try my complete hardest to be able to revive it. But aside from that, I hope to keep this very long-term series going for a long time. So, hopefully we can. Next one. How many hours a day do you play Minecraft? I want to say around 6. I know it's a bit much, but do keep in mind that I use it for work. I do it for recreational plays, of course. And, recording and streaming, it's just fun. So I'd say around 6+ hours, I'd say. That's on a given day. Yeah, pretty much any given day. So there you go. Would you ever do a series and or game that you don't like for more subs? No, not at all. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm not posting it. I'm not in this for subs. As you can clearly see, the fact that I am doing this series purely solo and not with anybody else in the recording that's got 10 million subs or anything like that. I would not do any recordings that I don't like for more subs. Bottom line. Who did you watch growing up on YouTube? When I first got into YouTube, I actually watched a lot of COD commentators, surprisingly enough. Now, granted, this was quite a few years ago, so back at this time, COD was actually very fun to watch on YouTube, you could say. In fact, it was very enjoyable. I actually watched the bigger name guys, like Only Use Me, Blade, X-Jaws, and stuff like that. That was back a long, long time ago. I also watched people like Nigahiga and Smosh. Who else? I actually used to watch Shane Dawson every here and there back a long while ago, but I don't watch those YouTubers anymore, and frankly, I don't watch many YouTubers right now to begin with, so that was a long time ago, but that's who I got into YouTube on quite a few years ago, was COD commentators for the most part. What's your favorite book you've ever read? Okay, no competition, Diary of a Wimpy Kid series. Okay, here's the thing. I am not a big reader. I don't read very often. It's not a hobby of mine. But Diary of a Wimpy Kid was such a great series of books. I love those so much. And hopefully you all can relate if you've read those books, because they were just fantastic. And they're my favorite books that I've read so far. You gonna point fingers at me? I love those books. Come at me. If I ask you a yes or no question, will the answer be no? Hey, you can leave. What's your favorite type of muffin, and what's your favorite type of donut? My favorite type of muffin would probably be a raisin bran muffin. Very basic, but I love bran muffins so much, especially with raisins. Not just a raisin muffin, raisin bran muffin has to be that. And my favorite type of donut would actually have to be a cinnamon sugar donut. Very basic again, but I love cinnamon on my donuts. They're amazing and they're delicious. Miley Cyrus or Peter Griffin as your roommate for 11 years? Okay, that's not even a question. I'm rooming with Peter Griffin right frickin' now. Get him in my room right now. We're doing this. Starting today. Will you ever be posting more than one vid a day on your channel? I'd love to see you play more and just keep doing what you're doing. There's several factors to the reason that I can't post more than one video. As you can clearly tell, I have had a hard time even posting a video in the past week or so because I've been busy. I have work to do, Nexus work. I have school, I have my driving class, and also with my upload speed, it takes quite a couple hours to be able to upload a video and do all that. So really, I can't, because my upload schedule is kind of like, if I'm at school, I will render the video out the night before, upload it while I'm away from school, and then when I get home from school, the video's right there to edit and publish and do all that. So that's how long it takes to upload for me. So no, don't expect more than one video a day from me unless something major in my life changes from that. And, you know, I wish I could, but sadly I can't. This one's actually related to Achievement Crafter. Could you let us have the download save or the world save posted on Mediafire or something? Here's what I'm actually thinking. I may or may not do that, but I'll have to see. I may do it regularly, like every 10 episodes or something like that. We could do it, or every 15 or so. I will update you guys in the next couple episodes of my decision on that, because I do actually have a rapid share account. It's where I shared my Capture the Wool maps, which are still up for download. If you'd like to go play those, you should go play them. They're really fun. Or go on the Nexus server and go to Capture the Wool, because I made them. They're awesome. But yeah, aside from that, I'll let you guys know in the next couple episodes whether or not I decide to make the world save public. Alright, another question here. We got two more to wrap this up. First one is, are you going to get a next-gen console, and which one if you are an Xbox One or PS3? Personally, I'm a PC gamer. I haven't touched a console in well over a year now, I think. And I don't plan on getting any of the next-gen consoles. But if I was to get one of them, I would definitely go with the PlayStation 4. For reasons, I'm not going to start a flame war about consoles. And if you seriously come on my channel and comment about a flame war for which console's better, you need to leave. you shouldn't be on my channel. But either way, I kind of grew up off PlayStation. Games like that, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Medieval games and stuff like that. So yeah, I would definitely pick a PS4 over an Xbox One in a heartbeat, because I respect Sony a lot more than I do with Microsoft right now. There you go. And the second question is going to be, how long have you been YouTubing, and how long do you hope to keep doing it? I have been YouTubing for longer than a year and a half now. A few months until it'll be 2 years. That'll be around April 4th or April 14th, I believe was the date that I started or uploaded my first video. Around there, I think. I don't think it was in July. No, it wasn't in July. It was around April, I think. I hope I'm getting the date right. But that's how long I've been YouTubing for, and I personally plan to do YouTube as long as I am physically able to. So if I am still sitting behind a computer, I will keep doing YouTube unless something physically prevents me from doing YouTube, which would be highly tragic, or I have to move out somewhere that YouTubing is not possible anymore, which hopefully will never have to happen. But either way, I plan on doing YouTube for as long as I possibly can. So there you go. Now, apart from that, that'll wrap it up for the AMA questions today. Long list of questions right there, so I'm going to have a bit of editing to do between the snippets there. But either way, I'm going to be ending off this episode by going quickly back into a live commentary over my world, because we've just come back from our, or we will be coming back from our caving adventure very, very soon. So I will be right back with you as we end off the video in live form. See you guys there. Whew. Man, that was a lot of talking. Anyways, we are back from our strip mining adventure. As you can see from what we have here, we have gotten quite the motherload, but I'm going to sort through all this off camera because that'll take just a little while. But in the meantime, here's what we're going to be doing just to quickly end off the episode. I'm going to be making a new diamond pickaxe, and I'm going to be Actually, hold on. Do I have another diamond pick somewhere? No, I don't believe so. Okay, so we'll be making another... Hello, vibrations. Good time! That is a call I will have to take in just a quick moment. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and make a new diamond pick here, and hopefully with this, we are going to get Fortune 3, or at least Fortune 2. One of the two would be very much appreciated, but either way, we're going to go ahead and climb up here. We're going to do a 7 in, 7 out, and hopefully with these 30 levels, we can get some luck drawn. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had to look away. What are we going to get here? Ooh. Okay, so we have Fortune. You know what? I'm okay with that. It's only Fortune 2, so that's not Fortune 3, and that actually is somewhat of a big difference, but, you know, to be honest, I don't think I care, really. I think we're just going to be kicking it off with Fortune 2 for now. I'm not sure the wisest idea, but, you know, here's what I'm thinking. For our use and the fact that we don't need to make diamond helmets or pants, we don't really need a lot of diamonds. We do need a good amount, but not that many. So I think what we'll be doing really quick is putting away the cobblestone and grabbing the diamond ore, and we're going to be mining these right here. So, Rocky, hey Rocky, can go ahead and watch this. So we'll line up all 30 diamond ore, just like so. Oh, look at how beautiful that looks. This is sexy. I don't know why I don't do this more often. All right, so we have 30 here. We have 1 in our inventory. I'll go ahead and put that away right there. I guess right there would work. So let's see from this. There's not unbreaking on here. That's what I don't like. How much would this be to combine the two? Too expensive? What about this way? Too expensive. Okay, so I think, yeah, that would make it an efficiency 5, Fortune 2, unbreaking 3. Yeah, it's a bit much. All right, I'm fine with just a Fortune 2. But either way, let's go ahead and kick it off. See how many we can get from here. I'm not even pausing in this. I'm just going full tail at it. Want at least 60. Let's go for 60. Can we get 60 out of this? I hope we can. Come on. Maybe not. 54. So that gave us 24 extra diamonds. That's actually really not that bad. So we've got quite some stuff to do. We got 13 levels here. We can actually repair some things. And ooh, really quickly, I'll go ahead and do the same with the emerald ore. So we got 7 emerald ore. And here we go. Hopefully at least 12. Alright, 12. So that gave us 5 extra. That's actually really, really cool. And with these emeralds, we're going to be doing the last thing that we need here, which is going to be going up here, visiting this little guy right here. Now, I believe you have 6 for here. So this will be an iron axe, but I want to see what else the blacksmith can give, which is why I'm taking this very, very terrible deal. So here we go. Iron axe. Gonna take that from you. You just ripped me off so hard, guy. You better give me a good deal here. What are you gonna give me? Actually, not the worst thing in the world. That's actually somewhat of a decent deal. Not gonna lie. Well, either way, I think we're going to be ending off the episode there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that very, very long ramble of me just talking for a long time. But if you did, be sure to show some support. It's always greatly appreciated. I'll catch you guys back in the next episode when we do some stuff with that spawner over there. That should be fun. It's pretty close to our house, only 300, 400 blocks away, I think. Around that, at least. But either way, catch you guys back in the next one, and I will see you later. Take care.